excellence in the state. Over the years, Goa has produced outstanding players who have made a mark at the national and the international level. Stalwarts like late Rasik Panginkar, Michael Disa, Ashutoshes and Leena Pednekar, and more recently Anushka Koekar, who reached India's #1, have made Goa proud through national and even international achievements. Anura Prabhudesai, who became India's #1 in singles and doubles. Goa's rising stars like Arjun Pallari, Vidya Barreto, who represented India at the Asian Badminton Pavaskar, shows that our badminton legacy continues. On this special occasion, I am excited to announce 7 major initiatives for this year of Goa to ensure access to the sports at the grassroots level. 2 All India ranking tournaments. Badminton Association of India has given us 2 prestigious All India ranking tournaments for the sub-junior under 15 and under 17 and mini under 13 categories. These will attract around 3,000 young players from across the country, further boosting Goa sports tourism. Technical officials workshop. We aim to increase the number of trained referees and umpires in Goa, ensuring our state plays a bigger role in the national tournaments. Talent identification program. We will identify 10 to 12 promising young players from grassroots level and fund their training to help them achieve excellence. School outreach program. We will take badminton to schools across Goa, giving young children exposure to the sport. Then corporate badminton tournament. A high-profile corporate event will bring companies together in a competitive yet fun environment. Getting corporates also will help us reach out to them to support badminton young talent through their CSR activities. And a grand badminton convention where the past and present players will come together on one platform for an evening of celebrations, awards and memories, uniting the entire badminton fraternity in Goa. These initiatives, along with our regular ranking tournaments, will ensure that badminton continues to grow in Goa. We invite players, coaches and sports enthusiasts to be part of this exciting journey. I would also like to compliment from this podium to all the clubs from Goa who have been continuously doing a lot of competitions, be it leagues, be it under 15, under 17, and I'm sure during the coming year we'll also have a lot of other clubs who have not been doing also will come forward and do a lot of badminton tournaments. Friends, as we stand at this historic moment, I promise all badminton players and fans a years filled with action, opportunities and celebrations. This is your moment to join hands with Goa Badminton Association and be a part of the spectacular 60th anniversary. Let's make history together. Once again, requesting the friends of the media to help Goa Badminton Association to reach out to young talent. See that you identify, you also help us promoting this young talent so that we can take badminton to greater heights together. Over to you.
Thank you, Manoj. I will quickly debrief on the details of the tournament itself. This is the 47th Indian Masters Nationals Badminton Championship that will be hosted by Goa Badminton Association, along with the North Goa District Badminton Association, who has come forward to help us organize this. Why I say it is the grandest probably championship that will be ever held, or probably one of the grandest. That's because we've received an overwhelming 2,200 player registrations and a total entries. The total number of entries across categories has crossed 2,700. That's a whooping number. Probably by large, one of the largest tournaments that Goa will be hosting. This is also a very important tournament from the point of view that this is a selection trial for the BWF World Senior Championship that will be held in the coming months, this year itself. The schedule of the tournament is as follows. From 16th to 20th of March, the categories for 35 plus, 40 plus, 45 plus and 50 plus categories will be played. And from 20th to 23rd March, the categories from 55 plus to 75 plus onwards would be played. These are 9 age categories across 5 different events, which is basically your men's singles, women's singles, men's doubles, women's doubles, as well as mixed doubles. There are around 90 technical officials, approximately 42 of them are nominated by BI from various state associations across India, plus our local umpires and technical officials, and around 20 to 30 volunteers from Goa itself locally would be involved in conducting this tournament. I'll just take a moment. Check. Now, coming to the kind of players that we have, talking about Goa's players, the contenders for the nationals, we have some very good players from Goa who will be representing us at this particular tournament. Sandhya Meleshimi, who won the recently in the All India ranking tournament, she represented Goa and won the women's singles as well as the women's doubles in the 40 plus category, gold medal. She will be representing Goa in this tournament. We will have Leena Pendekar in the 50 plus singles category. Then we also have Dr. Manju Khandeparkar, who's recently won 3 medals at the All India ranking tournament as well. Dr. Satish Kurcharkar, one of the senior most veteran who's been playing the sport for years together and motivating and encouraging the other patrons of the game. He would be playing in the 75 plus category as well as the 70 plus category. We also have former India internationals like Leroy Disa, Abhin Sham Gupta, Joy Anthony, Nikhil Kanitkar, Vijay Lancy, and many more from across India who will be participating in. These are all top-notch players vying for the selection spot for the BWF International. The budget for this particular tournament is approximately in the range of 50 lakhs, which is 50% comes from the player registrations itself, followed by BI support of almost 15 lakhs of rupees, and the difference would be funded through various sponsorships from our friends across industries. Building Goa as a badminton hub. Various tournaments like these nationals that we conduct over here in All India ranking tournaments across age categories, whether it is the mini junior, junior, seniors, as well as veterans, helps in promoting the sport here amongst the young talent in Goa, helps in encouraging grassroots level programs that we undertake across constituencies and at the various panchayat levels and the schools as well. Just last month, we have organized here in Goa the BWF Level 1 coaching program, which is an international level coaching exercise which BWF conducts. We've had organized that for the first time in more than 20 years in Goa. We've had 6 representatives from Goa who had participated in this coaching program, and we'll have many more such programs that we planned in the coming seasons so that we can try to bring forth many coaches, improve their skill sets, and help in our grassroots level development programs. This is just our first year of the committee, friends. We took over from the previous dispensation in May 2024, and in the last 1 year, I would say we've had a reasonable set of challenges, but we've had some great set of tournaments that we organized across all the constituencies in Goa, and we've had, I would say, a good 90-95% of our clubs, like Manoj just mentioned, clubs who are members of GBA who have actually participated. So that was a welcome change for us, where we've had proactive participation from all the clubs coming forward and participating and conducting these tournaments across all age categories. It wasn't easy, I would say, simply because this time this new committee of ours took a leap of faith in trying to encourage more participation for these ranking tournaments by simply increasing our prize money by 300%. Usually what would happen is you would have participations, a lot of participation happening across tournaments which are outdoor, but this time we saw a lot of participation that came across through all these ranking tournaments and various league tournaments that we had, and we hope that these motivation levels are kept high with all these prize money and development programs that we are rolling out, and look forward for more numbers in the coming season as well. That's what we invite all badminton enthusiasts to join us in this journey and witness a remarkable and landmark 60th year of Goa Badminton Association. I have a lot to thank our chief patron, Sri Srinivas Dempo, our very dynamic and proactive president, Sri Manoj Patil, and our executive committee members, some of them who are present here on the dais as well as amongst you. A big thank you to all of you and media members obviously for helping me spread the word, spread the cheer. Each time I have an event or a tournament, I have always called out to you all, and you have responded tremendously. A big thank you to each one of you, and that's my say on this forum. Thank you very much. Can we we'll open the forum now to the media for any questions that you have for us. Yes, Neeraj.
Other than Arush Pavaskar, is there any other Goan ranked player supported by any other corporate?
At this point of time, no. Arush Pavaskar is the only junior right now who's got a corporate support. However, let me also tell you, the signs are very encouraging. We've already reached out to a few corporates in the BFSI sector who are very keen and willing to support talent in badminton in Goa. Obviously, there are conditions in terms of the performance of the players. We need to make sure these set of players who will be emanating out of these grassroots level programs that we are holding out right now in the last 12 months. Probably you'll be able to see that in the next 12 months where these players will start performing at the state level, and we will be encouraging them to perform even at the All India Open. The results would then probably show up in another 12 months time, and then we will have more and more corporate sponsors probably picking up some of these bright talents. We already have identified some of these talents. Manoj, if you could just some names which you wanted to share with the media.
Hello. Yeah, besides Arush Pavaskar, we have Ritika Cheluri, we have Shane D'Souza, we have Soham Naik, Pragya Audi, Sanvi Audi, then Amaira Domatkar, Michael Mare, and Umar Sheikh. These are 9 players who we have identified, and I think he spoke about 1 year, but I can assure you that within the next 3 months, we will have corporates coming forward to support each one of these. Because this is our priority now to see that these players are supported not only financially but also in terms of training. And our main focus during the 60th year support from corporates to come and support these players. Not only this line, but we would want to go much further to the grassroots level and see that we identify talent and see that we give them the kind of support which their parents would want their children to get.
Last year, when you took over from the previous committee, like in the same forum, you highlighted about the academies in the Goa. Any plans for the academy in the Goa?
Yes, I think you can tell me.
Yes, we did. In fact, I would say it's a very ambitious plan that we have. We noticed that today we do have the best infrastructure. Mind you, we have the best badminton infrastructure in Goa. In fact, you go to any state association that we go to take our teams, I am telling you the kind of infrastructure we have in Goa, we are blessed. Thanks to SAG, DSY and the government for having set up this infrastructure. What we need to do is probably bridge the gap between the scale of infrastructure that we have and the amount of players we need to participate and make use of this infrastructure. The academy is one very ambitious and a prestigious project that we want to roll out. As of now, there are a lot of plans in terms of this rolling out this academy itself. Many of our existing top level players, I would say a good top 10 of them across age categories, the mini, junior, the junior and sub-junior, are actually going to various academies, whether it's in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana or Kerala. We would want to see we can get these talents to stay in Goa itself and train with us. Infrastructure is there. We need to get in the specialized coaches, strength and conditioning coaches. Okay, these kind of people we need to get on board with the relevant infrastructure that we have. We are already in talks with SAG. We are already in talks with Khelo India program, which is already running in Goa, to see whether we can bring about synergies and work together and have a very good academy. An academy per se would probably lay down the platform and an ecosystem for not only honing these skills and developing our players from Goa. There is a need for ensuring we have talent from outside Goa also who can play with these Goan players and give them a platform to compete at that level. Because any academy you go, it's an open academy. Any player from any state association can come across and play, and it gives them a platform to train and compete at a national level. So that would be the ultimate and eventual aim that we would want to achieve. In terms of when we'll be able to roll out the academy, hopefully, and we are keeping our fingers crossed, this 60th year we should be able to see a full-fledged running academy in Goa itself. Thank you.
Any place has been identified or something like
Right now, I won't want to comment on a specific place, but we have a couple of options both in North Goa as well as South Goa. We should be looking at finalizing it in the next 2 or 3 months.
Just wanted to,
Yeah,
since you asked a question on an academy model, I just wanted to highlight a few things that he has rightfully pointed out. One is, it's just not enough to have a plain academy. Okay, you need the whole ecosystem. And when we took Arush Pavaskar as our goodwill ambassador, I told the parents only one thing. I said, you need to make a sacrifice and move him out of it. If he really has to come to a national and international level. And the only reason is, as he rightly pointed out, we have the best infrastructure. I think in many of the sports, Goa has the best infrastructure. But along with the infrastructure, the entire ecosystem has to develop. You need players who you can compete with. You need the best of coaches. Okay. So I was just talking to the president. I said, and you have to also keep one thing in mind. An academy has to be sustainable. It has to earn revenues. It can't be something that, is like a right to education saying, I will get free education up to 12th standard. It doesn't work like that. Okay, a real deserving candidate who needs sponsorship, who cannot afford, by all means can come to people like us, and I'm sure that many corporates in their like-mindedness will support. But an academy can't be a free space to go and prove your mind. Academy, you go to, any academy, Gopi Chand, Padukone, they charge a hefty fee, and rightfully so, because that's the only way you can keep an academy alive. So, once he says an academy, I think at least as a patron, my advice to you would be, make a world-class academy where you charge people. The ones who are really deserving, who need it, you should go and get corporate sponsorship, CSR budgets, so that, we really aim at Goa being one of the finest destinations. So that's what I want to do.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We also, just to add to what I just earlier said, we've also had discussions in the last AGM of Badminton Association of India to suggest that we need to have a regional hub of VI Academy itself. There is one center of excellence that VI has got in Guwahati. I think there's a problem with the mic. Am I audible this way? Yeah. All right. There is one national center of excellence that VI has got in Guwahati itself. Now, that academy, just like sir mentioned, it is world class. You name the facility, any player, any budding player wants an ecosystem to train, to thrive. You need to have that kind of an academy. We've already had in the last AGM, Manoj and we were there in the AGM of VA, and we did throw up this particular option with the entire executive committee to suggest that Goa is willing to set up a regional hub, a Western regional hub for a center of excellence itself. Having said that, whether that comes through or not, the plans of an academy is definitely in the pipeline. We are already, I would say, to a great extent, there are a lot of things we've already discussed and we moved ahead. It's at a slow pace. That's because we need to be very certain. Like sir also said, we need to make sure it's a viable proposition. Without a viability, there's no point just launching something and then struggling with the maintenance of the sustainability. So let's get this completely right in all aspects. Let's tick all the boxes and make sure, and only then launch it. So, but you should be able to hear something very positive this year.
How many badminton players are taking the Khelo India program right now? And how many players are training under Goa Badminton Association's regular coaching centers? And are these players pitted around regularly to see the progress they are achieving?
Against the Khelo India players, you mean?
Yeah.
So, Khelo India, I don't have the right numbers for Khelo India. From what I know right now, the February and March month, there were early this month and February, there were selection trials that were conducted by Khelo India across various constituencies in the north and south district as well. Roughly in badminton, around 20 to 22 players have been inducted for the program. It's a residential program. They have this time extended the program to allow even non-residential participation from Goan players itself. Those who have difficulty in terms of coming to Pedem and staying there and doing this particular program. So that is one change that we've noticed from Khelo India. Other than that, every other player who participates in our state ranking tournaments or leagues or any other tournament that we conduct across age categories, under 11, under 13, under 15, under 17, all are training against across our stadiums under our private coaches, as well as we have only one SAG coach right now in Pedem, Roy sir. Otherwise, it's all private coaching arrangement across all these stadiums. Naveli, Fatorda, Ponda, Chikalan, Sakari, Mapsha, and Kampa.
So are they do they play against each other so that you
So-
have some observations on the progress they are making in respective cases?
We do. Fortunately, this time we on board. We have a good technical officials committee in this new GBA committee that we have, where we have also involved various coaches. Shri Vinayak Kamath from our previous SAG coach in South Goa is also on board that committee. We have Navneet Nasnodkar who's also on board, who's a coach, private coach, also on board that committee. We have identified their roles for ensuring we have exchange programs with Khelo India so that we can work together, train together, and help improve. One is that, and two, we also participate in these selection trials that we do so that we can spot talent as well as we go along this entire journey of trying to identify programs for various coaching development programs.
What's the total number of the talent pool ranked players in Goa? Total number
Rank pool we should
across
be,
all categories.
across all categories. When you say rank players participation, we cross around 200.
Total.
Okay. So whenever we do under 15, 17, or under 13, we easily have 200 plus players who participate. Khelo India, I told you 22, there aren't ranked other than probably a select 4 or 5 of them. The rest all are from this balance.
What's the number of girl players?
Girl players, yes, that's been a struggle for us. We need to encourage. That's one of the key focus areas when we say grassroots level program. We want to encourage more and more girl players participation. Today the numbers are admissibly low. We in fact don't get a full strength to even have a complete main draw for any of these ranking tournaments. 13, under 13, under 15, 17, yes. But the minute you get into the under 19 and a seniors category, you have barely select players who participate in these ranking tournaments. Yes.
So earlier you mentioned there were 6 foreign coaches that took part in the BWF
BWF.
coaching. So is there any monitoring on those coaches? Foreign coaches, like where are they and how are they progressing?
Yes. So these are private coaches, like I said. They are currently undertaking coaching programs in certain stadiums. So we've had Anup Pushpa, for example, in Ponda. We have Sanat Kamath at Fatorda. Now these are level 1 coaching program is a basic international coaching program for badminton, which is conducted by BWF. So these are beginners from a coaching perspective that we've got on board for this particular program. Other than that, we've had an existing player, Yasmin Syed, who participated. We've had Emilia also participate. They are existing, not existing. They've been recently playing for Goa, also representing as well. Now they are seniors. We would be inducting them into our next level coaching development program as well. We have asked them to give a list of all their existing players who they have got enrolled for their coaching exercise. Spot talent and the development of these coaches, training these players is something that our senior coaches will be involved in.
You also mentioned about the academy. So is the academy only concentrated on developing players, or will it be concentrated on developing the coaches as well?
See, it will be more to a certain degree, I would say, but largely for an academy like Sri Dempo also mentioned, it's going to be a mature, good academy with reputed coaches already on board. What we would be doing is, as a part of our coaching development program, which like you questioned right